Jarrell Jr., his mother and father were all dead.
Welcome to CSL TV, and I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is just a review, a reaction, as well as an informational channel. Hopefully, the informational part help you and someone out, and we pretty much just watch videos and talk about them. But if you've been rocking with your boy, I just gotta say thank you so much, because you could be somewhere else watching these videos, but for the few that's here with me, you're here watching these videos with me, and I just gotta say I appreciate you so much for that. You know, it's just crazy some of the stuff that we see, we hear, even if we don't see it in this video, just what we heard, and it's just the type of people we gotta share this world with. I mean, you gotta be thankful every day that you're able to wake up, go to sleep, wake up, go to sleep. You know, it don't matter how the day go, as long as it's not crazy, as long as you can wake up, go to sleep, wake up, go to sleep. You know how blessed that is. So, oh boy, man, I'm just thinking, I don't even want to make this intro too long, because to be honest, my butt work 7 a.m. till freaking 11:40 p.m. and it's about 2:20 a.m. and I think I should be going to sleep, because I gotta be up in 4 hours, really 3.5 hours, but I gotta see what's going on in the world, because I'll be so busy. But anyway, let's get it.
That the greatness of America is the right to protest for rights.
This story is tragic, and we have to warn you, the details may be upsetting. This is 12-year-old Jarrell McGeechee Jr., a remarkably intelligent and confident young man who left a profound impression as a keynote speaker on important cultural moments. Jarrell was living in Kansas City, Missouri with his parents, Jarrell Sr., a police officer, and Dominique, a dedicated nurse and veteran. Both were employed by the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. But behind the appearance of a close-knit family, tension was brewing. A social media post from Jarrell Jr. hinted at family strife, speaking to a breakdown that no one could have possibly imagined. On a quiet morning, police were called to the McGeechee home for a welfare check, only to discover a heartbreaking scene. Jarrell Jr., his mother and father were all dead, each with signs of trauma. The investigation pointed to a devastating act by the father, leaving behind a wave of sorrow and incomprehension. Dominique, remembered in a photo smiling in her army uniform, and Jarrell Jr., whose presence lit up stages and inspired many, are now mourned by all who knew them. Critics point out the growing mental health crisis in our nation, where many suffer in silence. According to the Poor People's Campaign, a staggering number of Americans live on the brink, struggling daily with the specter of poverty, which is too often a precursor to such tragedies. And for anyone feeling overwhelmed, remember, support is just a call or text away at 988. Don't face your struggles alone.
Damn, mental health is so real. Look at that beautiful smile they had, man. And we don't know what he was going through. We don't know why he did this crazy stuff. I just wish that when people are going through stuff, you go out there, you talk to somebody, you get help, you do whatever you feel like you have to do to keep this type of beautiful family going, because this is something we don't see nowadays. A lot of people is in divorces and breakups, and that baby daddy, that baby mama, this, that we don't see beautiful families like this, really. You know what I'm saying? And when we do see it, some of this stuff right here is just becoming too common, and we're seeing too much of this shit, because it's like you destructing, you being destructive, you being demonic, which it is very demonic and it's very mental. And that's why I feel like when people going through something, they go ahead and let folks know what they dealing with, so they can try to get the help. Like, I ain't feeling myself, or I'm dealing with this, or you know I can't do nothing about it, but maybe it'll help me if I just vent and talk, and hopefully somebody can relate to it. But if not, I got that little bit off my chest. I feel 2% better, or 0.5%, but just feeling somewhat better and trying to move forward, whatever that's fighting them demons and all that stuff, man. I just don't get why people just bury it and deal however they deal with it, and then tragic shit happens where this, you know what I'm saying? Like, why?
This story is disturbing and we have to warn you, the details may be upsetting. This is Saga Ellenborg, a 20-year-old woman who was 7 months pregnant and excited to become a mother. She posted numerous photos of herself online pregnant and preparing for the baby, including this adorable photo showing little Nike Air Jordans for the kid. But that's all come to a tragic end because Saga was found strangled to death in her home in Sweden, and authorities think her boyfriend, 22-year-old Mohammed Amin Ibrahim, did it. Prosecutors say he strangled Saga with a lamp cord, taking not just her life but also the baby boy's. Photos released by the police show Saga's bedroom, where she was found next to her bed, buried under a marble tabletop with the possible murder weapon, a lamp cord, nearby. Apparently the two had been dating, but Mohammed Amin, who was from Somalia, kept their relationship from his mother, fearing she would not accept the relationship due to cultural differences, in part because Saga was white. Authorities say Mohammed Amin tried to convince Saga to have an abortion shortly after she learned she was pregnant, but Saga refused and vowed to have the baby on her own if she had to. On the night of the murder, text messages revealed Mohammed Amin was going to tell his family but ended up only telling one person before he allegedly went to Saga's house and murdered her. Authorities say this was a, quote, honor killing, a murder motivated by the desire of a person to protect a family's honor. Every year, some 5,000 women around the world are murdered in honor killings according to the UN. Amnesty International says such killings are rooted in a global culture of discrimination against women, where women's bodies are objects, not human beings, entitled to dignity and rights equal to those of men. This all happened back in 2023, but Mohammed Amin's trial is scheduled to start next week. He's denied all wrongdoing. Rest in peace, Saga.
So my condolences goes out to her family, and I know they messed up because not only did their daughter pass away, but their grandkid. And this guy who created a son, you know what I'm saying? Like, how could you do that to your own kid? What the fuck you thought was gonna happen? And then you say you love her. I mean, y'all got this happy picture, this happy photo. Y'all a couple. I mean, look at this. Look at this baby stuff. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I hope justice serve him well, just because if your family didn't accept it, so what? You man up, you move on, and hopefully one day they'll learn to love and they grow. But if not, you gotta take care of what you created. And then domestic violence, that's just some shit I don't agree with. It don't matter if it comes from a man, a woman. You shouldn't be putting your hands on people like that just because you ain't that type to be, I can say, hey, this is how it's gonna go. Be a dictator, as I should say. You don't want to be one of them type of people. I mean, who would want to be? Because evidently in his fate, shit didn't go as planned as he thought. So for y'all that have that kind of approach, maybe y'all need to change it.